Hello guys, it's Luke from the Free Hammers. Sorry it's been a little bit late with a review. I was a little bit busy yesterday. I've had a busy weekend, so I've not had time to put the review together. So I'm going to bang out one very quickly. Paul's still away. He's back, I think, later this evening. So graphics and all our special editing and stuff will be back for the Man City preview. So this is the review of the Newcastle versus West Ham game. And my God, what a pile of dog shit that was. We lost 2-1. And we just wasn't in the game at all. Yeah, it's one of the poorest performances I've seen this year, really. With, you know, your Bournemouth, your Leicesters, your Watford game wasn't a great game, but it was definitely well up there. The first half was dreadful. Yeah, we lined up, usual, Adrian in goal, Cresswell, Bonner, Collins, Tompkins filling in the back four. We welcome back Coyote, making up the midfield with Noble and Obiang. We had Pat up top, just sitting there. Then we had Antonio and Valencia. Valencia was up top by himself, which was interesting to see. I wanted Antonio. I know a few other YouTube channels said they wanted to see Valencia up there by himself. But obviously in hindsight now, it seems that Jellific should have started. Obviously we'll go into that further into the review. We did have Moses on the bench, which was nice to see. Jenkinson was on the bench, Song was on the bench, Reed was on the bench. Quite a strong bench. But again, this is all hindsight now because we all know what happened, didn't we, in the end. Newcastle lined up with Elliott, Yanmat, Mbemba, Colaccini and Dummett filling their back four. They had Colback and Shelvey, their new signing in midfield. Sissoko, Wijnaldum, Perez and Mitrovic. And on paper, they've got really good teams. So the table, or maybe the form, just ain't there for them, because the team that played against West Ham on Saturday was a bloody lot better than the one that's sitting, where are they, 17th now, are they, 18th, whatever it is. But yeah, they're a good side and they pass the ball around lovely. They're a really good team, so maybe Shelvey might be the man to tick that over. Anyway, the game starts just like the Bournemouth game. We're not winning the 50-50s. The passing's appalling. Like, they're just honest. Like, pressure. And that seems to be the way to beat West Ham. Just pressure. Just keep closing down. Don't give players that pay at time. Don't give Noble. He can't do anything even when he's got time. So when you don't give him time, he can't do nothing anyway. So yeah, so 6 minutes in, we're 1-0 down, and I turned to me dad watching the match at the time, and I said, look, we can't keep going 1-0 down like this, because there's going to come a point in the season where we're either going to go 2-0 down and we can't come back, or even 1-0 we can't come back. You can't keep going 1-0 down, especially in the Premier League, and expect to come back. And lo and behold, 10 minutes later, it's 2-0. Wijnaldum, another great goal. Just back on the Perez goal, it was a lovely goal, wasn't it? Like, he took it lovely, killed it round. Yeah, didn't really give him enough time there, but yeah, it was a great goal. Wijnaldum, 2-0 down. We look absolute dog shit. Like, really poor. Just no passion. Nothing's coming off. Valencia, too lightweight to play up there by himself. Like, after the Bournemouth, you'd think he'd be flying with confidence and be flying all over the pitch, but no, he's not that sort of player. Pat, one of his worst games. I don't know, slag off Pat. You're due a bad game when you're a geezer like him. You know what I mean? One of the best players in a West Ham shirt. But yeah, very poor. Second half, he took off Coyote and bought on Jellific. Was it? Oh no, he took off Obiang. Sorry, he took off Obiang and Jellific come on. And I'm just thinking, oh, here we go. Like, he ain't got to do nothing. But in fairness, he come on 4 minutes later. Little mistake at the back, wasn't it? He took around the goalkeeper, boom, 2-1. And you're thinking, do you know what? We might go and do this. And then he had another chance a little bit later. I think he chested it down 18-yard box and volleyed one over. Very close, but apart from that, we didn't really do much. We were second to everything, and Shelvey was dictating the pace. Perez is a really nice player as well. Wijnaldum, the feet, the passing, and the link up with Mitrovic, just brilliant. Yanmat down the right hand side was destroying us. Like, they just wanted it more. And that's what it came down to. They wanted it more. They looked better. They were putting passing moves back to better. I think we desperately need to go and buy a striker if Sacco comes back and gets injured again. Because Sacco, for me at the minute, is a bit like Daniel Sturridge. It seems that he's carrying them injuries that just cause other little injuries. So I don't know whether in the next couple of weeks they're going to be floating around that transfer market to get a striker, because I certainly would. Yeah, so again, we didn't do much else. Poor game. Newcastle fully deserved the game throughout. They were the better team all the way through. The possession was 50-50, believe it or not. But you look at the stats for the shots. They had 23 shots with 10 on target. We had 10 with 3 on target. So to me, that totally proves that Newcastle more than deserved. And their passing was more meaningful as well. They was very direct. Like I think it was Charlie Nicholson on Sky Sports Soccer Saturday was saying that Shelby was constantly looking for the Hollywood pass. It didn't come off all the time, but I tell you what, when it did come off, they looked dangerous, and that's usually how Payet plays. You know, he's always looking for that Hollywood pass. But I don't know, he just didn't get the time, didn't get the space. Poor day. We move on, and hopefully, you know, a tough game on Saturday against Man City. But you know, they're the sort of games. If you believe the West Ham way, that's the sort of game we come back and win. It's just that's how it's been as a West Ham fan my whole life. Do I really have to do the ratings this week? I will, but they're not going to be great. Adrian gets a 7 because he made some saves to keep us in the game. Back 4, Tompkins, Collins, Bonner, Cresswell all get 6. Poor, average. Noble 4. Lee was at the game and he said the fans are starting to get on his back now. It just doesn't look like he's got a clue. He's got no forward pass in him, sideways and backwards, and he gets the ball. He does like the Scott Parker turn, like I will actually act it out for you. He goes like this and don't know what to do. He just does not know what to do. Obiang I've given a 5. He was only on 45 minutes, weren't he? Coty I've given a 5. Payet a 6. Poorest performance so far. Valencia 5. Too lightweight. Didn't look up for it. Just too many of them performances for Valencia. He showed what he can do against Bournemouth. Not saying get a goal, but at least like create some stuff for yourself. Antonio 5. Poor again. Didn't get much service, to be honest. It wasn't his fault. Jelovic, the only player in the West Ham shirt that can hold his head up for me from the Newcastle game. I've given him a 7. He got his goal. He nearly got 2 goals, and he was just working hard. He did a bit of a shift defensively as well, winning headers and stuff. Jinx and Moses get 6 each. Nothing great. No man of the match for me from West Ham. My man of the match was John Joe Shelby. Absolute beast in that midfield. And as I said, I would have liked him at West Ham. He's a lot better player than Mark Noble, and he's the sort of player that we should have maybe gone for. 12 million, a bit steep, but he's a lot better player, as I say, a lot better player than Mark. I think would have been good for us, and he is an Hammers fan. Anyway, like I say, poor day at the office. It was going to happen, and I've been saying for weeks, haven't I? Due a loss, and it's come. And brings us back down to earth. Slaven can have a little look at his team. I'm not downbeat, you know. We've gone 8 undefeated. We've ticked over through the injuries. We've due a loss. They're fighting for their lives. They're high in confidence after the Man United game. Yeah, we go to the Man City game the weekend, and they look back. Aguero is one of the best players in the world. Looks dangerous. Hopefully he can pick up an injury in training, because he's going to be an absolute handful. I'll go into more detail. I'll be back with my preview in a couple of days. Paul will be back, and he's going to be doing his betting tips again. So hopefully we can win you some money. Thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you to all the Twitter feeds. Leave some comments. Tell us what you thought about the match. Please like, please subscribe. Again, sorry it's a bit late, but busy weekend. Anyway, keep believing. Top 6, top 4, who knows? A little run again, we might be up there. Come on, you irons. Keep believing.